Hello, what is up everybody? Day 10 of the daily upload grind. Today we have the top 3 most overpowered small forward builds in NBA 2K20. If you guys could please leave a like, the same for 100 likes in the video. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. 90% of you guys have not subscribed. Let's go, man. Today we're looking at the top 3 small forward builds. The first one we're looking at, this one is the third favorite on the list, and I've seen a lot of people use this build on NBA 2K20. With this build, a lot of people have been using it, and it is really good. You can play it at small forward, you can play it at point guard, you can play it at center, you can play it at any position on the court with this build, only because it is tall, it is big, it is strong, you get rebounds, you can shoot. You can do everything on this game. Now, the physicals you want to go with is this one. 76 speed, 76 strength, 72 excel, and 74 vertical on this build. It is the best all-around small forward build, and that's why I'm going to put the third spot. Now, with this build, you're going to have 5 finishing, 17 shooting, okay? With 5 finishing, you can do a lot with that, okay? With 17 shooting, you get your catch and shoot, your quick draw. You can have you range extend, you can have everything you want. You're going to have 1 playmaking badge, which isn't that really good because you don't really need playmakers because you're a small forward. You can play center with it. And then you got 19 defensive badges at the same time, which is amazing for this build. Because you're going to have, look at the 3-ball, you're going to have a 77 3-ball before I touch any wingspan or anything like that. But that is what I like about this build, okay? It is really highly used and slept on by a lot of people because a lot of people want to use perimeter lockdowns and stuff. So with the perimeter lockdown, the rebounding wing is better than the perimeter lockdown, only because it's bigger, it's stronger, and can play the center position, as I said. And with the defense, with 20 defense, you can get your Hall of Fame hustle rebounder, you get your Hall of Fame chase down artist, your Hall of Fame pogo stick, your intimidator, your interceptor, all that sort of stuff. You can have a lot with this build, okay? And with the shooting, it's like you can shoot from anywhere in the court as well, as I was saying. Sorry, I'm playing the rec center game because I'm probably going to hit Legend maybe tomorrow. It's Legend this week, okay, man? So if you want to see me hit Legend live on YouTube, hit that like button, man. I'm going to be streaming it live. The full last percent of my bar, I'll be streaming it, man. So make sure to be around for that. Now, again, with this build, you can have more finishing or less finishing. It's really up to you. You can have a bit more playmaking as well. But again, you're going to be 6'7". You could be 6'8". You could be 6'6" with this build as well. And I don't think playmaking is really that worth it. But again, it's up to you guys how you want to play with this build. Tell me what your favorite small field build on NBA 2K20 is. It would be greatly appreciated if you guys could tell me what your favorite small field build, because a lot of people are sleeping on small field builds, I feel like, because it's not really the normal build for everyone. Everyone wants to make point guards and centers and power forwards. So with small forwards, with this build, you can basically be a center if you guys want. Now, the body shape, it just doesn't really matter. It doesn't do anything for you. Again, and then the height I'm going to go with is a 6'7", so I don't lose any 3-point. Don't lose any speed, don't lose any vertical, don't lose anything. So it's to be normal. And 6'7" is perfect because a lot of people use 6'7" builds as centers, so it doesn't really matter. But 6'8", as you said, I'm going to go 6'8" in the end because I probably want to have a little bit more height because I am going to be center. 6'8" would be actually perfect. You want to play small forward or center position. 6'9" is a little bit too tall for my opinion because I don't want to lose too much of my 3-ball. And I don't want to gain that too much of a standing though because I really need it. Now with the weight, I just want to go with 80 strength on this build. I don't think any higher than 80 strength will be worth it because it helps you out with your box outs, helps you out getting a little bit of contact dunks, helps you setting screens, bigger bodies, the strength helps with that. Stuff like that. That's why you need 99 strength on a 7'3" inside center, which I'm going to have the best center builds in tomorrow's video. But I'm going to go with the weight. I want to try to get 80 strength on the dot just in case. I'll get 79. If you can, I want to get 80. But I didn't touch it there, so get the 80 strength first. And now with the wingspan, now you want to have 1 or 2 below max wingspan, so you don't lose too much, okay? So with that, you're going to take the glass cleaning or the sharpshooting takeover. I'm going to go the sharpshooting takeover, okay, with this build. It'll be perfectly, that's what you want to do with that build. It's a rebounding wing, okay? Now, with the rebounding wing, that is my third on the list. Make sure to leave a like if you made it this far in the video. Alright, so now you've seen that the third on the list was rebounding wing. Now, the second build I'm looking at, this build is actually really good. I had a look at him. It can have 3 different names for this build. You can either be a facilitating finisher, or you could be a slashing playmaker. I think there's another name. I don't exactly know the name for this build, but I'm going to go with the slashing playmaker. That's the name of it, but I'm going to show you why I'm going to make it a slashing playmaker instead of a facilitating finisher. It's the same as facilitating finisher. Just has a couple more playmaking badges on him. So remember to have that. Now with this, you want to go straight to the physical profile. Now the physical profile I want to have is 84 vert, 83 speed, 63 strength, and 78 acceleration, because you want to have good vertical and good speed on this build. You want to have a best of both worlds for this build. Now the badge upgrades I'm going to have is 16 finishing, 13 shooting, 22 playmaking with 5 defense. Now 5 defense is the max you can get on this build, but I wanted to have 16 finishing because 16 finishing will help you out in the long run to get them dunks, them contact layups, stuff like that, okay? That's all you really need to do. Now with the shooting, you gotta have 13 shooting badges. Now 13 shooting badges is the max you can get again. 13 shooting badges will get your quick draw, your range extender, and your catch and shoot, because that's all you really need. Now with the playmaking, I'm gonna go with 22 playmaking, okay? Now with 22 playmaking, you can do a lot with this. You're a small forward, basically a small forward slashing playmaker like a point guard. You can have you have Hall of Fame playmaking badges and all that sort of stuff, so you'd be overpowered with the playmaking badges, man. Now with the defense, with 5 defense, you can have your gold clamps or your silver intimidator, silver clamps, and then you're like an interceptor, something like that, or your rim protector, because you're a small forward. I'd highly recommend putting on small bronze rim protector so you can protect the paint. Now rim protector helps you on the 3-point line, blocking points on the 3-point line as well. So I want to have a look at it, have the best of all worlds with the 22 playmaking. Now with the 16 finishing, it's just perfect. That badge, them badge overalls are perfect for this build, okay? Now I wouldn't touch anything. Now with the body shape, I'm gonna go burly. With the height, I'm looking at 6'8". I wouldn't go 6'9". Okay, of course, I don't really want to go 6'9". I don't want to go 6'6". That's too small. I'm feeling 6'7" is the best because it's the medium height and it's perfect for this build. Now with the weight, I had a lot of playing around with this weight. I tried to get to the 58 strength, which I showed you just then. Now with the wingspan, I want to go a little bit below normal wingspan. I want to go like 1 or 2 below, so then I have that increased 3 ball, the increased mid-range, and my increased ball handling. So at 99 overall, you have your 85 ball handling. But if you have the takeover, which is playmaker, it increases your ball handling so you can actually get the speed boost dribbles and that sort of stuff, everything you need. You could be called a slashing playmaking small forward. That is the second build on the list. Man, that's been our video. Make sure to leave that like, man. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Sorry the video is a little bit off because I'm trying to get legend, which I said I'm legend next week or maybe tomorrow. It just depends. But this is the third and final build on the list. Now with this build, I like this build the most on the list. So the slashing playmaker is really good, it's really amazing. Then you got the rebounding wing, which is also amazing. But with this build, I feel like it can do everything on the court. I'm going to say the name at the end because I already forgot the name, but this is the build I'm going with for my favorite on the list. So stick around for the name, because a lot of people just love the names on this game. So it all depends what name you want. Now with the skill breakdown, I'm going to go with shooting, finishing, because shooting, finishing, again, for point guards is the best pie chart. So small forward, shooting, finishing will be perfect for this one as well. Now with the physicals, I want to go 74 speed, 70. So everything's exactly the same nearly. It's best of every single world for your acceleration, speed, vertical strength, because you need the strength for box outs, screens, stuff like that. Now, the finishing badges, we're going to go try and get a lot of finishing badges in this build, okay? We're going to go with 13 finishing badges. Now, 13 finishing badges is a lot for a small forward build. And we're going to have 20 shooting badges. 20 shooting badges is incredible for a small forward. You could be a comp spot-up shooter. You can be a comp center. You can play any position with this build again. Small forwards are best all-round builds because they can play any position on the court. You can be cancerous and play 3 small forwards on the court at one time. I've played against that and it's really hard to defend. We're going to have 1 playmaking and then 10 defensive badges. 10 defensive badges is the max you can get. So with 10 defense, I want to try to play around with a little bit, try to get a little bit more finishing, which I really can't. That is the best badge upgrade for this build, in my opinion. So you can't get any more playmakers. Don't really playmakers because you are a small forward, as I said. Playmaking is only good if you want to be like the pure ball handler, like the last build I showed you, which have 22 playmaking, which is what you want to have. You want to play the point guard position, okay? So 10 defensive, you can get your hustle rebound, you can get your clamps if you want, you can get your rim protector, you get your chase down artist, you can get them sort of whatever badges you really want. The body shape, I'm going to go with built, because I think built would be better for this build. Now with the height, again, it's a little bit iffy. I don't want to go 6'9", I don't want to go 6'7". 6'7" or 6'8" is the perfect. I mean 6'6", I want to go 6'6". You either go 6'7" or 6'8". Today I'm going to go with 6'7" with this build, okay? So far this build's looking really incredible. Again, I want to go with the 80 strength on the physical pie chart. And now with the wingspan, I want to go just below minimum. maximum, I mean. I don't want to go full maximum. I don't want to go full minimum. I don't want to go minimum, middle weight, okay? So with this, I want to go 85.7 to 87.6. I think at 86.6 or 87.6 is the perfect wingspan overall. Okay, so that is pretty perfect for this build. So what do you think about these builds so far in the video? What is your favorite small forward build in NBA 2K20? Again, I'm going to talk about some slept on, pointy forward, small forward builds. Sorry for the stutter for the small forward builds. But today, this is the #1 on the list. It is a pure slashing small forward. You are a Kawhi Leonard on NBA 2K20. Now, some slept on small forward builds, you have your pure point forward. The pure point forward is amazing. If you have any slept on small forward builds, tell me in the comments section down below. It'd be greatly appreciated. That's my slept on build, is the pure playmaker. No, the point forward build on NBA 2K20 for the small forward position. But as far in the video, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you are new. 90% of you guys are not subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.